today to be a part of Jamal's impartation series. And of course, I'm grateful to the Lord for the opportunity to deal with the varying concepts that he has chosen in order to enlighten and empower the church today. And one of those particular subjects is the subject of team building. I believe in teamwork, and I think that teamwork is what Jesus was all about. He chose a team, 12 men, in order to change and turn the world upside down. While we're going through some various difficult times in our lives and in history, it's important to understand survival is in team concept. I want you to know that today, because I believe that in order for us to be unique, in order for us to do what we do and do it well, we cannot be an island unto ourselves. For no man is an island, and no man stands alone. There comes a point where all of us need assistance in being able to achieve the vision that the Lord has for us. In specific, let me talk about the schooling of fish, which is, I think, one of the most unique concepts that I have ever been able to understand. Scientists are baffled by fish. I used to think that all fish in a school of fish were of the same species. I have later found that schools of fish are made up of different species of fish in order to survive. The larger the school, the easier for the school to find resources. So there are different particular species in every school of fish. But that's unique because we don't all have to be the same in order to survive. We have got to be able to appreciate others' uniqueness. That's why everybody on the team doesn't play the same position. You cannot be in charge. That's the problem. You cannot be in charge all alone. If I was a baseball player, I used to be a second base, but I couldn't play shortstop, and I couldn't play third base, and I was not a catcher, nor was I a pitcher or an outfielder. There comes a point when you have to be satisfied and comfortable with your position on the team. And what happened, if you've ever noticed a school of fish, how they synchronize their movement. They move and all of a sudden, and there doesn't appear to be a lead fish. But what scientists have found out, that a school of fish, in a school of fish, the leader of the school doesn't operate from the front, but he operates from the center, which means the entire school surrounds him in order to protect the leadership, and they therefore synchronize their movement. That's consistent with Jesus, because Jesus was a team player. If you notice, he was always in the midst of them. Jesus was never just out front. The reason that we are seeing failures in ministry is because of frontal leadership. Because people are standing without covering. I know most of us look for leaders to cover us, but leaders should look for people to cover them. And if you're going to be a team, you have to cover your leader. Now, it's interesting because the concept of leadership is so awesomely given by Jesus. He was always in the midst of them. He was always in the midst of them. Jesus was so unique that when they looked for him, when they got ready to arrest him, the Bible said in order for them to know who he was, Judas had to kiss him to identify him. That's how he was never that visible that they knew who he was. Thousands were around him, but he kept himself in low profile, but he was powerful in his position and in his profundity. Now, let me just say this to you. If you notice, when you see any rendering of the Last Supper, what you will see is Jesus in the middle of the table, which is consistent with how teamwork happens. we're surrounded with each other. If you're going to be a team, you have to be comfortable in your place. Not everybody's place is as visible as the others. But if we could ever come to trust each other enough to create teamwork, there is nothing we can't fulfill. There is nothing that we can't achieve. But until you're comfortable with your position, you cannot be comfortable as a team member. So I believe that teamwork is the only way to build vision and to conquer those things that would conquer us. So if you're going to be a unique entity, if you're going to be a powerful organization, you've got to learn how to be a team. Teamwork is the only way to accomplish your vision.